If you're in sales, you should give yourself a grade of 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest in each of these areas. In each of these areas, you need to have a minimum score of 7 across the board to be in the top 20% of your field. Your weakest key skill sets the height of your income and determines how fast and how far you go in your career. What one skill, if you developed and did it in an excellent fashion, would have the greatest positive impact on your career? Your answer to this question is essential to your achieving excellence in your field. This becomes your major, definite purpose for personal and professional development. You write it down, set a deadline, make a plan, take action on your plan, and then do something every day to get better in this particular skill. This must also be your goal if you're in management. There are 7 key result areas that determine your success or failure at your job. These are 1, planning 2, organizing 3, staffing 4, delegating 5, supervising 6, measuring 7. Reporting all top managers are excellent in every one of these areas. All poor managers are weak in one or more of these areas. I've worked with managers who were so poor at delegating that they could get nothing done. They eventually had to be fired because of the damage they were causing to the rest of the business. In a recent management study, 75% of all managers rated themselves in the top 25% of managers in terms of effectiveness. Most managers rated themselves in the top 20% in terms of personality and intelligence. Once you determine the key result area where you want and need to improve the most, you've set it as a goal. Make a plan, determine a standard, and set a deadline. Then you go to work to improve yourself in that area every day. You are born with certain natural talents, abilities, tendencies, strengths, weaknesses, and talents. These emerge in early life and usually crystallize in your late teens. They don't change very much over the course of your lifetime. Mary Baker Foley, a management consultant in the 1920s, once wrote, "The very best direction to ride a horse is in the direction that it is going. The very best way to develop yourself is in the direction of your natural talents and interests." Throughout your life, you've often found yourself in an area of activity where your special talents and abilities have enabled you to accomplish more and to enjoy what you're doing at a higher level than anything else you could do. Michael Jordan, the basketball player, once said, "Everybody has talent, but ability takes hard work." You could struggle for years at a job for which you were ill-suited and then find yourself in the perfect field and make more progress in a couple of years than you had made in the 20 years preceding. Most self-made millionaires say, "I never worked a day in my life." What they did was to find out where they really enjoyed, and then they did more and more of it. There are 8 ways for you to identify and determine your special talents and what you are uniquely suited to do. 1, you will always be the best and happiest at something that you love to do. If you could afford it, you would do it without pay. It brings out the very best in you, and you get a tremendous amount of satisfaction and enjoyment when you are engaged in that particular work. 2, the second way to identify your special talent is that you do it well. You seem to have a natural ability to perform in this area. 3, this talent has been responsible for most of your success and happiness in life until now. From an early age, it's something that you have enjoyed doing and from which you got the greatest rewards and compliments from other people. 4, it's something that was easy for you to learn and easy to do. In fact, it was so easy to learn that you actually forget when and how you learned it. You just found yourself doing it easily in one day. 5, the 5th way to identify your special talent is that it holds your attention. It absorbs you and fascinates you. It absorbs you and fascinates you. You like to think about it, read about it, talk about it, and learn about it. It seems to attract you like a moth to a flame. 6, you love to learn about it and become better at it. All your life, you have a deep inner desire to really excel in this particular area. 7, when you do act in your area of special talent, time stands still. You can often work in your area of special talent for long periods without eating or sleeping, hour after hour, because you get so involved in it. 8, you really admire and respect other people who are good at what you are most suited to do.
You want to be like them, be around them, and emulate them in every way. Your natural talents are inborn and easy to develop.
Your job is to discover this area of natural talent and ability, and then to develop it throughout your life. Many skills are complementary. They are dependent on each other. This means that you must have one skill at a certain level in order to use your other skills at a higher level. Sometimes you have to learn and develop skills that you don't particularly love and enjoy, but this is the price you pay to be able to achieve excellence in your chosen field. Here's the rule. You could be only one skill away from doubling your productivity, performance, and income. You may only need to bring up your skill. The worst decision of all is allowing yourself to be held back for months or years because you lack a single simple skill that is readily learnable through dedication and determination. Don't let this happen to you. You'll always have to pay the price of success in advance, and that price often involves the hard work of mastering a difficult skill that you need to move to the top of your field. Be prepared to invest 1, 2, or 3 years to become absolutely excellent in a critical area. Be willing to pay any price, make any sacrifice to be the best at what you do. There's a 3+1 formula for mastering any skill. It's simple, and it works every single time. First, read in the skill area each day, even if only for 15 to 30 minutes. Knowledge is cumulative. The more you read and learn, the more confident you will become that you can do this job in an excellent fashion. Second, listen to educational audio programs like this on the subject in your car. The average driver today spends 500 to 1,000 hours each year in his car driving around. During the day, turn driving time into learning time. You can become one of the best educated people in your field by simply listening to audio programs in your car rather than music. Third, attend seminars and workshops on your subject. Many people's lives have been changed completely by attending a single 1 or 2 day seminar on a key subject. Forever after, they were completely different in that area. The final factor is to practice what you learn at the earliest possible opportunity. The more you practice what you're learning, the faster you will become competent and skilled in that area. Resolve today, right now, to join the top 10% of people in your field. Remember, no one is better than you, and no one is smarter than you. The very fact that the top people in your field were at one time not even in your field. Now, here are 3 things you can do immediately to put these ideas into action. 1, resolve today to join the top 10% of people in your field. Make a lifelong commitment to excellence. 2, identify the key result areas of your job, the things you absolutely, positively have to do well to be successful in your field. 3, identify your weakest key area and start a do-it-yourself project to become absolutely excellent in that area.